In this topic, we will go through Japanese candlestick chart, and I will go through my words, Microsoft Words document, the material on the Japanese candlestick chart, which is available on the resources. So you can download there. And in these videos, exclusively, I will go through to you what are the contents and especially the details on various candlestick charts roughly, and we will discuss what is the function of candlestick chart and even the weakness of the candlestick chart, right? So this document called Japanese Candlestick Chart Simplified. So this is copyrights of Advanced Artist Academy, and in this Word document or maybe PDF document, I will give it to you guys. This is I will explain on the introduction and a little bit history of candlestick and how to read again candlestick reading. Actually, this has been we had gone through this from our previous videos, but we just go through fast and just recap what we had learned from the previous video. And now we will see the various types of candle. Now we will see various candlestick and what it is, what the results of its forming, and what are the sentiment it makes in the market. All right, and I will share with you various candlestick strategy that people use to determine market trends a little bit. Yeah, using candlestick on determine market trend. And also, last but not least, I will cover on the weakness of candlestick, right? Many people regards candlestick as the master of all learning, right? Master of all secrets in trading, but actually it is not, right? It is not. Now, later I will explain to you. In a moment, I will explain to you on what is the real function of candlestick and what it is used for and what are its limit. All right. And history of candlestick is actually originated from Japan. It used in rice trading in 1600, as you can see, right? And right, it is in form of a candle, and that's why it is called uh, Japanese candlestick, because it's originated from Japan, all right? And it's originated from 1600 to trade rice contracts, all right? And the Japanese candlestick charts, as far as we know, that it is very easy, and for at that time, it is become very popular due to the level of ease reading and understanding the graph. All right. The Japanese rice traders also found that the resulting charts would provide a fairly reliable tool to predict future demand. All right. And actually, prediction not much in candlestick, but I believe that uh, it is not reflect the future demand, but actually it's reflect a little bit on price movement, right? Price movement that you can see, and I believe that people can see trends on the commodity back then, all right, because of the candlestick chart. And a person named Homa Munihisa, all right, a rice trader from Sakata, Japan. He is the one who organized the Japanese wisdom, developed and used candlestick charting uh, on use candlestick charting, and he is the one who uh, he is acknowledged as the leading authority on the subject, right? And he is the one who developed candlestick up until now. And the one who is responsible to get this candlestick chart from the Japanese, all right, to the introduce it to the Western world is a person named Steve Nissen, right? He is still in the US right now, so you can Google his name and you find Steve Nissen, which is the founder of Japanese candlestick chart techniques. All right, he is the one who bring candlestick chart from Japanese to the West, right? And I think he made some improvement on the Japanese candlestick chart strategy, right? And this is the person named Homa Muniesa. He is the one who developed Japanese candlestick, and this is Steve Nissen, right? He is the one who introduced candlestick to the West. Now, Japanese candlestick chart, all right, allows a quick read on changes in supply and demand by analyzing the daily movement of an issue using candlestick, all right? A trader is able to confirm evidence of trend reversal very early on, all right? By analyzing the daily price movement. Actually, it is not only daily. In any time frame, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, there is candlestick chart, even monthly, even yearly. There is candlestick chart people can use to analyze trend in the markets. And actually, candlestick chart is very important to identify price reversal. All right, it is most useful to identify price reversal or a momentum. All right, depend on candlestick. All right, and this is a very strong indication or signs to trader. Either the buyer are coming in at the first hand or the seller are coming in aggressively in the market and resulting in the market to be bearish, right? And candlestick chart are able to do this, all right, give these signs by using solely on candlestick chart alone. But actually it is not only depend on one candlestick, but it also depends on the whole major structure of a trend, a whole major structure of a chart. So if you want to see a strong reversal, all right, strong reversal in the next bullish trend, all right. So for example, like if you see Marubozu, a certain kind of candlestick pattern appear on the first candle of bullish, so it's indicate of a very strong momentum upward. All right, so this is the way that people use candlestick, and surprisingly it is very effective and accurate, right? And it is very reliable, right? But candlestick cannot be used solely by its own candle, all right? It has to be used with others analysis. For example, like support and resistance. You have to identify which point the price is going to reverse, and you has to anticipate that the reversal is going on in that particular area, for example, all right? And actually candlestick at the price reversal, it is always used to confirm that market reverse, but actually it cannot be used to analyze. It cannot be used to analyze either the trend gonna go in a very strong upward or downward. All right, so candlestick draw an inductive as opposed to deductive view of markets. The facts are presented graphically. Actually, it is easy to see and easy to understand market movements. All right, and candlestick graph is comprised of both red and black for bearish and green and white for bullish. All right, and sometimes there is wicks at both ends. Right, as you can see here, the black candle, the green candle is usually indicate a bullish sentiment is coming in, and the red candle is usually the bearish, right? It's the bearish. So it's also a white candle also indicate bullish, and the black candle is usually referred to bearish. If this is the first time that you see that, right? Bullish candlestick, a single green white candlestick body highlights that opening price was at bottom of the body of candlestick, right? Easy to say. If you see a bullish candle, it is open low and is closed higher in the right, and the real is this will resulted the real body to be green on white, and you can see that this is weak, between weak on the above and below of this real body, which indicate that during that day, the 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 price move along this price, right? This is about the trading range during the day, and this is the high and this is the low. And for bearish candle, right, for bearish candle, you can see that this is the same, but actually is open higher and close lower, and it is in red or black in color in candle form, right? So alright, we go to the various types of candlestick. We can find this is number one is Marubozu, which is, you can see regarding on Marubozu, there is no wicks, right? There is no wicks, and there is only solid body. There is only solid body, and a candlestick with no shadow extend from its body either at open, close, or both. All right, there is no wicks up, down, and the sentiment is for black candles, sentiment is bearish. For white candle is bullish, right? But it's depend on the position in the market. Now in Marubozu secret, all right, you will discover a secret on Marubozu positioning in a trend, and it's pretty reliable for you to use it to analyze your trading, right? And this is Harami. So you can see that this is you can see Harami, the first candle will be black, and the second candle, all right, the second candle, the white candle is inside the body of whole of the body of a white candle is inside the body of the black candle. So this saying that the bullish sentiment is coming in. All right, so you can see the previous trend is downtrend, so maybe at the support it shows this bullish Harami and change its direction for a while, right? So the same goes to bearish Harami, but the difference is open at the higher part of a trend. So you can see initially the trend is going up, and at the resistance, this bullish Harami, the second black candle appear, and within this white body, candle body, and this indicate a bearish sentiment, all right, in a bearish sentiment. So if you see this, so this is indicating the price maybe temporarily will reverse or permanently will reverse downward, all right? This is a very strong indicator. So right, we can use that, but it cannot be used to as far as I say to you guys, candle cannot be used to predict either it is permanent or temporary going down. Either it is permanent or temporary reversal, right? But at some certain point, at some certain price, we are anticipate that reversal are coming in, and this is piercing. All right, as you can see that this piercing candle, all right, this second candle close higher than the first candle more than 50% of its body, and it's cover more than 50% of its body, right? And for the opening, it opened gap down, and yet the buyer coming in is close higher, more than 50% of the first black candle, and this resulting in a bullish sentiment of the market. All right, bullish sentiment are coming in, and the reversal of price will occur. And okay, this is the doji, and as far you can see that for the doji, you can see the open and close at the same price, and it's resulted in this one flat area. There is no real body, so the sentiment is actually natural. We can't predict what happens. Is sometimes it's usually occur at a certain support and resistance to indicate a price reversal, but sometimes we have to confirm it by seeing which the next candle of doji. All right, either it is going up or down. All right, so if the next candle close up, then this doji, this neutral line, so it means the next candle would be, the next sentiment would be bullish, and vice versa. If it closed below this neutral lines, or the next would be the black candle, and it is strongly indicate that the price gonna be reversed downward. All right, so next is bullish engulfing. So as far as you can see that the long white candle cover all the previous black candle, so this is what we call a bullish engulfing, and that it is how this pattern get its names from the second candle engulf the first black candle. All right, so this is what we call a bullish engulfing, right? And when we see this, we know that sentiment is bullish, right? The sentiment is from seller to buyer are coming in into the market. And for bearish engulfing, it is mirroring the bullish engulfing, where you can see the second candle or the black candle engulf the first white candle. All right, and this indicate a bearish sentiment in the market, so the market are going down. And abundant baby, what is this? All right, and as you can see that when we make our analysis, all right, when we saying this, Marubozu is a single candle. All right, it's a single candle, but for Harami onwards, we can see that we need at least two candles to work together in order for us to recognize what is the sentiment of the market, all right, in the next candle. So you can see that we need at least two here, at least two here. All right, for doji, we need one, and to confirm, we need another more one candle. All right, to confirm either it would be an uptrend or downtrend. Bullish engulfing, we need two, and bearish engulfing, we need two, and for abundant baby, right, this is quite different because we need three candle in order for abundant baby to form. All right, so you can see that for this abundant baby, you can see the previous is black or white candle, but actually it is followed by a doji, which is this doji gap down from the first candle, right, from the first candle, and the third candle, or the last candle, gap to the opposite direction. This indicate a reversal in process. All right, the third candle shows the real direction. All right, for example, in this trend, as you can see that this black candle, after this black candle occur, the doji are formed, and the next, the white candle are forming, and hence actually this market at this point, the market has reversed upward, right? And this for hammer, right, this is a single candle, right? And for hammer is actually, you can see that the requirement for a hammer to happen is that this this wick is 3 times longer than the real body. Right? You can see this real body is 3 times shorter than the wick. So if this happening, so we can say that a hammer is performing, and this hammer usually appear at the trend reversal point. And this is quite similar to abundant baby, but the difference is, right, this is the same, the second candle gap down, and you can see that the second candle here is indecisive formation, all right, and the third candle is white and should close at least halfway of the black candle, all right. So you can see that this candle at least covering the first candle at least 50% of the first candle, right? And we can conclude that the morning star pattern, candlestick pattern, has appeared. And the evening star is vice versa of the morning star. It is usually occur at the top of a trend and is indicate a bearish sentiment in the market. And for shooting star, right, one candle pattern appearing in an uptrend, the shadow or tail should be at least 2 times of the length of the body, right? We can conclude that we can say a hammer is happening at the top, all right? A hammer occurring at the top, which indicate the price reversal. And you can see that the color of the body is not important, although a black body has slightly more bearish indications, all right? And the sentiment is bearish, or the sentiment is changed. So now, the interesting part is that a bullish kicker, all right, this is a strong sentiment change indicator, where if there is a strong massive sales, all right, a massive sales of the day before and today, and the next day, it's gap up to form a really long white candle, we can conclude that the bullish kicker is forming, right? And what this bullish kicker indicate is that it's indicate extremely bullish signage, all right, to traders. That the sentiment is changing from seller to buyer, all right, and this is a really crucial signal because it's also really pretty reliable at some certain price point, all right. And because of it's easy, right, it's easy because of the previous day, the first day, it's really bearish, and suddenly it's gap up, all right. It's gap up is another one thing, and it's forming a white candle, a good long white candle. This saying that the sentiment is totally changed, all right. And aside of bullish kicker, there is also a bearish kicker that is opposite candle formation from this bullish kicker. And the next is dark cloud cover. So actually the dark cloud cover is I believe that it is the reverse of piercing candle, right? It's the reverse of piercing candle, where this dark cloud cover is happening at the top of a trend and is indicate a bearish sentiment of the trend, right? This is all, we know that this is all candlestick that indicate a reversal, right? Reversal price point. But for this candle continuations, right, this indicate a continuation, is not used for price reversal. If after a price reversal occur, when this three white soldier are forming, so it's indicate that the market are still in bullish, and maybe we don't want to take profits, or maybe we optional to let our profit run. Now, the importance of candlestick, right? The importance of candlestick upon several years in the market is actually candlestick is used mainly for price reversal indicator, all right? The price reversal indicator at anticipate point. Actually, you already know that usually we already analyze that at some certain points the price gonna be reversed, and candlestick would confirm that will happen, all right? And for example, like it's going down, it's going up, so we anticipate from this sideways movement there is a price reversal candlestick occur at this place and at this place, right? So now this is one extra knowledge on how people use candlestick, all right, as an important signal. For example, like this doji, as what I tell you is that doji could produce, although it is in an indecision between buyer and seller, it also can indicate you that the price reversal are coming in. And how did we use and how did we analyze that price reversal is it has its own rules, all right? For example, like only after a long trend at anticipate price point, we can anticipate reversal would occur, and this doji is valid, right? If there is a resistance line at uh, this point and there is a doji appear, so this doji would be likely indicate that the price reversal are coming in, right? For example, like this three candle would be a white candle and suddenly a doji appear, and there is chance that market gonna be reversed, all right? And this doji does not really well used for middle trading range, all right? This is end of range, this is doji at the middle range. For example, like you can see here, if it's in this box range, this doji it's not really reliable to depend on this doji because it is on the middle of the box range. We have to see the signal at the support and resistance of a trend line, so we can estimate the price reversal gonna be occur. But you have to remember this is that after a doji performing, the next candle would be very crucial in determining the real direction of trend. And this is some techniques that forex trader, other financial trader use to analyze the markets, right? And this is what we call a candle trending method, where you can, all right, this is what we call a candle grouping, and this is single candle. So if the last candle, for example, like this first box, you can see that the second and the third candle engulfed in the body of the first candle. So actually this is one candle, all right? And all right, if it's the candle break out from the previous, the highest candle, so we calculate it a new number. So what is this? What this bring is that after 4, right, there will be 8 and there will be 12 candle, right? So you can a little bit predict trend. For example, like if 1, 2 happening, it's likely that 3, 4 are performing because it has to satisfy this rule. And if 5 is forming, it's likely to go to 8. All right. If 9 are forming, it is likely to go to 12 candle. Right. This is how did they use candlestick to predict trending. All right, to predict trending. And this is how also you can let your profit run. So if you seeing this, right, if you seeing this that is happening, if you seeing this that is happening 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 are forming, is likely to go to X. All right, it's likely to go to X. That is the best. This is the best way you can use candle to predict trend. All right. In other methods, you can't predict the trend of the market. So what is the weakness of the candlestick? Right? What is the weakness of the candlestick? Now, this is the major loophole of the candlestick, right? Where people are using candlestick everywhere, and they think that candlestick is the secret, and right, give them all answers about the movement of candle or movement about the market, but actually it is not, right? It is not. There is another reliable method that people use for prediction or price target that is pretty accurate. For example, like Fibonacci, right? Fibonacci has been proven to be really effective in and really reliable in analyze profit target. That you will learn about Fibonacci in Fibonacci topic, right? In this course. Right. When it is not give you price target, actually a price, for example, like a price reversal is actually unreliable method. All right, it's unreliable method because you can't say either the bigger trend, the strong trend is going to be upward or downward. So we are interested in let our profit run, and if we want to let our profit run, we have to see in a bigger picture either it's going upward or downward. But if we cannot predict downward or upward or downwards, we might get trapped in a market movement. All right, if because we actually do not want to trade only for 1 or 2 days. Actually, we want to maximize our profit and let our profit run as big as possible. This is the job of a trader, and many traders and investors become really rich because of they let their profit run. Right? And they doesn't really get involved in their trades. All right, there is no emotional attachment to their trades. So, in terms of predictions, a long prediction candlestick uh, cannot provide you the answer. You have to learn Fibonacci, for example, in order for you to predict accurately the price target. And one more thing about Fibonacci, you have to use it correctly. If you do not use it correctly, you do not get a good result. Right? You will get inaccurate results. So we don't want inaccurate result. We want an accurate result and high reliable strategy to give us options and to give us extra advantage in analyzing in predicting the big movement, right? And usually candlestick has been used with other technical analysis, so it can't rely on its own. So for example, like it can be used with moving averages in order to confirm that the trend reversal is going on upward in the future. All right. For example, like moving average is lag indicator. Candlestick is more earlier indicator to for us to see the signs either the market gonna be reversed or not. Actually, EMA is a lagging indicator, so it's actually used to confirm that market trend is reversed. All right, but this is the secret. It's not really reliable, so you have to rely on a method that is are pretty reliable, that involve in prediction not only at that moment, not only in a small short period of time frame, but actually for days or weeks. All right, and the maximum days that people, or the maximum candle that people can rely on candlestick is around 4 candles. All right, and after that you can't really use candlestick to predict. All right, it's only you can be used for predict in a short period of time frame. That's why when you talk about candlestick, it's only short time frame movement. Many scalper or very short day trader using candlestick uh, candlestick to analyze to include candlestick in their analysis, because of it's only for short term. Right? If you want to predict for a very long period of time, you can't use candlestick. Right? I hope you learned something here, and see you in the next section.